Welcome to Beardchanics garage. In this episode we are going to customize the instrument cover and the steering column cover on a Mazda MX5 or Mazda Miata, or specifically in her case a Eunos Roadster. Episodes on her Eunos, you will have known that her instrument cover was actually cracked and then was broken into 3 more pieces. So basically all of this was into 4 pieces. So as you can see, I have patched it up. I basically put them all back together with super glue and then use some plastic polyfill to then cover, sand back down. That will perfectly do. And I thought, while this is out and I actually need to give it a coat of paint, I might as well take this out and actually customize them both. So this is the color I'm going to be using, as the Eunos is blue. I thought this time I'm probably still going to go on patina, but I'm going to actually put in there 3 types of blues. I might actually put a cotton black over it all. I'm not decided yet. I've got some black coming just in case. But yeah, I don't know. I will see, if it's too blue, if you know what I mean. And obviously just some primer for the bottom. Anyway, let's prepare our parts and get going. Here we go. Now all I have to do is give them a good wash, first with soapy water, then a bit of a wipe with 70% alcohol, and I will see you back with them all clean. Okay, first coat of primer. Autotech, if you ever feel like sponsoring a YouTube channel, get in touch. First coat of blue. I'm going with a lighter one because I think that's probably the closest to what the actual car is. So if I'm going to leave it blue rather than do it black with some tint of blue, then probably want the dominant color to be that, and then the darker one used to create, the patina effect instead. You know what, I'm liking this blue. So MX5 is going to be a lot more in your face than the S3, with a more extreme body kit and keep it colored and probably fair amount of stickers and stuff like that. So this might actually turn out quite well. I'm going to put a second coat, and then what I want to do as well is on here actually put a couple of decals for Beardchanics and the Instagram page for the Eunos as well, before I actually put the other color. So after the second coat, I'm going to leave this 24 hours so that it's nice and dry to put the decals on. And here we go with coat 2. Here and there some dust and stuff like that fell on the paint. Again, you can see it's still the same dirty floor. I really should clean first, but it doesn't matter. Here I'm going to let it overnight, put my decals, sand and remove all the defect, and then yeah, tomorrow we can put the other coat of blue and do a patina effect. And this is what it looks like after a couple of coats. I'm actually quite pleased with the look. I really like the color. I'm really not a big fan of blue, even though we have a blue MX5, but that's proper Strumpf color to some extent. A bit overrun here and there. Thankfully that's in the bit where I need to sand anyway. Not too sure whether to go full patina, you know, or whether for this bit at least to actually build up the paint from the back toward like that, and then do more of progressive fading all the way, you know, a bit like, because it's going forward like the wind used it that way. Okay, so now what I want to do is actually put a couple of tags. So this is how it is. It's a right-hand drive, so ideally I quite like to have them on the side. Yeah, maybe something like that. And there we go. They're on. So, you know, maybe view like that. I've already sanded down some of the run and some of the imperfection as well. So what I'll do is when I remove that, I'm going to actually put another coat of that blue on top of everything, maybe even two, before I start putting the other one. That way when I sand down the other one, the whiting will actually come back to a blue. And here if I, you know, want here and there, I could sand it down and actually have traces of white as well as, you know, darker color coming from here. Alright, and we are back. So as you can see, we've got the decals on. And here I'm basically going to put it like that. So I've got good access to the front, like I said. And here, shove some more paint. And this time, let's not make any run. That's where the decals are. Yeah, much better finish at the front. You know. So now the idea is layer of dark, the darker blue, layer of navy, and then wet sand to give that, you know, effect. We are now with the navy blue. That I don't want to go as deep as that, so I really cannot mess it up. I need to sort of like keep it around here. So yeah, there we go. And that one is shiny, so you can actually see me in there. Ooh. Right, I've got my water. Let's get to it. Well, as you can see, I ended up patina it. Not by choice, but because I've done some scratches into the main paint. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think, you know, when you're going to have the matte, you know, the layer of matte lacquer on top and stuff like that, still going to look cool, still going to have that patina effect. But to some extent, you know, like I said, I didn't necessarily want a patina effect, but more of a fading effect, which we had good, you know. I actually had it well, and then all that jazz, branding, you know, brand on art, that don't fit well. But anyway, you know, I think it's still a nice piece. And I like how, you know, at least here you've got a lot more variant. and even the kind of like Beardchanics, you know, on the tag, you know, they're kind of like, you know, got a nice clean white border, but then you still have a variant of color in the letters themselves. So overall, you know, that will do. I'm just going to give it a good clean, let it dry, and then we'll do the lacquer. Okay, so all the lacquer is done. That was yesterday, so it's all nice and dry. And like I said, you know, it looks good. You know, I'm not, you know, I mean, it's just not necessarily what I was aiming for. But, you know, at least I managed to save it, and, you know, it still looks fine. And the front just nice and shiny. So now, all I need to do, here we go. So I obviously still need to like lacquer it and wash it up and stuff like that, but it's kind of what I'm going for. It will be like that, wash, and the cover there. But anyway, I'll go wash it, dry it, and then we can move on to the lacquer. And here you go, guys, another painting episode done. And like I said during the episode, not what I was aiming for. I was kind of, you know, hoping to just keep the gradient going and actually do something a lot cleaner rather than necessarily go for patina. But I mean, you know, I still love it. It's great. It looks great. So yeah, you know, let me know in the comment what you like, what you think, and then give us a like. You know, might as well do both. If you haven't subscribed yet, I do a fair amount of those. We've got a series on like black on red theme for my S3, and there is more coming for MX5 as well. As you can see, I have a tombstone here, and I've got the central console. So I will be doing those next. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye.